everybody just a few minutes to hop into the live stream. Also, like I said, if you're new, please make sure that you give a thumbs up to the live stream and subscribe if you enjoy the readings on my channel during my live stream. All right. Also, tonight I will do the first 5 people for free, but anything after the first 5 people, you will need to make a donation. My donation links will be listed. Hey Aisha love, welcome back. To my returning subscribers, welcome back. Missed you guys all week. Hey Happily. Also, for those who are new, I'm going to start saying my disclaimers at the beginning of my live stream so nobody's confused. My minimum donation amount is $10, okay? So, I'm not making any exceptions. If you miss out on the first 5, you just miss out. Sorry. So, let's hop right in, y'all. Hey Happily, we've missed you. We have missed you. I feel like we haven't seen you in like forever. Yeah, cause like the whole free situation gets old. Like it'll play out. If I have 10 people free and they keep asking me questions, it's like woo, and I'm like, it's not fair to my moderators to keep going and going and going. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna tell my moderator something. What was I gonna tell y'all? I can't remember what it was. When I think of it, I'll let y'all know. All right, thank you, Happily. I appreciate it. Yes, just so you know, for those who do donate to the channel, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you and much love to you because it goes right back into the channel. All the material that it takes to actually have a tarot channel and the content posted, it takes a lot of work. Equipment and all, lighting, candles, sage, all kinds of stuff that goes into it. It goes right back into the channel. I kid y'all not. So, yep. Hey to everybody who's welcome. Hi, Destiny. My fellow readers that watch my channel, because I know y'all watch my channel, right? Shout out to y'all. Also, I'm going to state, because this happened the last live stream. I don't know how many people were here when this happened the last live stream, but if you're new to my channel and like let's say you had a reading from another reader, please keep that between you and them. Like, don't mention it here. Like, let's not do that, okay? Out of respect for the other reader and respect for your private situation, let's keep it between you and that reader, right? Because I don't want anybody dragging me, and I damn sure don't want to drag anybody by saying, oh, well, this is what. No, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, not gonna do it, you guys. Also, I think it would be a very wise idea for those of you who are let me state this. There's nothing wrong with asking about a twin flame, soulmate, divine connection, whatever you want to call it. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is that I'm pretty sure I can speak for most readers when I say this. 95% of the time, people are asking about love and relationships. Love and relationships, when you really think about it, only take up a small fraction of your life, your day-to-day life. Most of us go to work. Most of us have kids. Most of us pay bills. Most of us have other responsibilities, right? Most of us have other goals, ambitions, things that we're trying to work towards. You know, self-improvement, basically, overall self-improvement. So when you're asking about relationships, or when is your person going to come in, or, you know, how is this person going to be? It really starts with you. The type of person you attract starts with you. Let me state that, right? Oh, hey, Casey. I'm trying to really just encourage the collective, like as they come in and they ask questions, to ask questions that's actually going to help them in everyday life situations, like whatever it is, outside of just relationship situations only. Because the tarot can ask, like, you can ask financial questions, career questions, education related questions of the tarot. So, you know, things that are going to help, especially with dealing with, you know, growing and becoming a better version of self. There's so many other questions that can be asked. So I just want to throw that out there. Don't worry. If you want to know how he's feeling, girl, we got you. If you want to know if he's coming back, we got you. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you still have a life to live whether he comes back or not, right? Whether he reaches out or not, you still got to live. So that's why I'm like, you know, y'all know what I mean. All right. So whoever the first person is on the list, please go ahead and drop your question so we can get right in. Right, Casey. It's like, there we go. Right. Let's see. How long have you not been in communication with this person? Let me ask that question. How long have you two not been in communication? Because I'm going to say, like, as a rule of thumb, like Casey just stated, if you have to question it, it's kind of dead. Like, it's kind of dead, sis. Like, if you haven't heard from this person in over, like, yeah. I mean, they may still think about your destiny, but usually I would give a man like 48 hours, the first 48 pretty much. It's kind of like a homicide. If I don't hear from you, there's no clue, there's no sign of you without a trace. Another TV show, why is this coming to my mind? But if I don't hear from you within 48 hours, I'm going to consider you a missing person in my life. Pretty much. He doesn't have his phone. So how did he initiate, like, wait a minute, it's got to make sense. So if he doesn't have his phone, how did he initiate contact with you? Like, how did y'all start that? And I'm trying to, because forgive me, I'm a logical person, so it has to make sense. Like, if he started out, you know, so, but how did you all arrange that? When you started talking in person, like, how did you arrange it? Did you call each other to set up the date to meet each other in person? Or you guys just met somewhere, and then from there you just, like, I'm trying to understand. Do y'all understand what I'm asking? He just randomly came up to you. Was that one time? Was that the one time? Or have you guys, like, been dating or courting consistently? Just once. Okay. Yeah. Just once. I'm gonna say, like, right off the bat, like, you guys have to make more, like, you have to make more contact. A one-time interaction, I can't say, like, it's hard, it's difficult to say, like, what this person feels about you, because it's not consistent, it's not enough energy being exchanged between the two of you. It was just I met you, souls bumped one time. So it's not like you know what I mean? So y'all didn't exchange, you've known him for a long time, but you didn't talk to each other, like, on a close level like that until recently, I'm assuming? Oh, okay. But if he's got social media, then he's had to have a phone or a computer or some type of, like, electronic device, right? Spirit, how is a masculine that's on Destiny's mind? How is he feeling towards her? How is he feeling towards her? Let's see it. I'm just trying to understand the situation more clearly. Hangman. Hangman. Wait a minute, he's grounded. Is this so he's not a grown-up, right? Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, he's focused on himself right now. Nine of Pentacles. Hangman, he's not really focused on this. Hangman. Yeah, he's not really focused on this too much. The Hangman is about surrendering and letting go. It's like letting go and letting God. Whatever happens, happens pretty much with him and his mind. He's not too concerned about this. I mean, you bumped into each other, but yeah, Judgment. He hasn't decided what he wants to do here. He hasn't decided what he wants to do here. Yeah. Yeah, it's like he thinks about it, but he's not entertaining it. The Two of Pentacles tells me he's juggling. He has a lot going on, maybe in his life, maybe in his environment, maybe with school, maybe with other responsibilities that he has to take care of. So he's like letting go and letting God, pretty much. The Hangman is here, which is all about letting go and surrendering. The Nine of Pentacles is about an independent energy. Yeah, being focused pretty much on your own, like. What I love about the Nine of Pentacles is like you're focused on building yourself, building your reputation, building your financial and material world so that it can be comfortable for you. Judgment, also he's also awakening to the fact that he needs to take care of himself and he needs to start making decisions with this Two of Pentacles. He needs to start balancing out and weighing his options and his decisions. So he's thinking about that too. He does think about you though. Look, with the Six of Cups. There's like fond memories, you know, because you two have known each other for a while. But right now I feel like he's focused on himself is the energy that I get from him. Pretty much. Okay? Yeah. He's not too concerned about this connection. Like, you two ran into each other. You probably had a conversation. Boom, bam, bam. That was it. Like, he's not really... So, I mean, if you want this to potentially go further, because there is potential here, then you'll probably want to reach out to him since he's grounded and doesn't have a phone. It's a no for me. Like, if he's grounded and he doesn't have a phone, and I'm just being completely honest with you, Destiny, here, how is that going to help you if you were to engage in a relationship with this individual? He's not on that maturity level where he's capable of having consistent communication with you because he obviously gets grounded. So that's going to make you feel some type of way because if you're in a relationship with someone who doesn't have a method of consistent communication, do you see where I'm going with it? So it's up to you also. You have decisions to make here. Like, do you really want to entertain someone who's not capable of being fully present all of the time? Or do you want to just risk the in and out? Because this is a setup for in and out behavior, very in and out behavior, because obviously he still lives with his parents, right? So he has to abide by their rules, and if he doesn't, he gets grounded and his phone gets taken away. So with that being said, it's childish. It's a childish situation. So until he's able to be at a certain level where you're able to communicate with him consistently, I would let it go. This is just my advice. Of course, the decision is yours. But based on what I'm seeing here, I would say to release it. And if it's meant for you two to be together, trust me, the universe will bring you two back together where he will be in a different energy, more responsible energy, and be able to actually be consistent in a connection. I hope that makes sense. All right, so Melanie, you can go ahead and post your question. Hope that makes sense. Let's see. Ooh, good question, Melanie. Let's see. What's there? Ooh. What does Melanie's inner child want her to know? What does her inner child want her to know? One is that it's okay to feel your emotions and not run from them, Melanie. Like, because I have the Five of Cups here in the bottom of the deck. And so that tells me if you suffered any losses as a child, you didn't properly grieve. So it's okay for you to go ahead and grieve when you need to. Cry when you need to. It's actually okay. I know that for some of us, as children, you know, like when a child gets in trouble, sometimes you'll hear parents say, don't cry, stop crying before I give you something to cry about. No. Okay? Crying is a normal human emotion when you're hurt. It says, I'm hurt. Doesn't mean that someone is doing something to you. It just means that you're hurt. Okay? So when you grow up in that type of environment as an adult, you tend to suppress your emotional self because you've been told that it's not okay to express it. It's okay to express it. That's what Spirit wants you to know. It's okay to cry it out. It's okay to scream it out. It's okay to hit your pillow. Whatever you need to do to release, it's okay, as long as you're not harming yourself or anyone else in the process. It's okay to release your emotions. Okay? Also, King of Pentacles. It's okay to nurture. It's okay to give to yourself. That's what your inner child wants you to know. The King of Pentacle energy is an energy of, well, first of all, it's earth energy, is very grounded. So that's one message as well. You may want to work on becoming more grounded, right? Spending more time out in nature, you know, getting things in order, becoming more organized, grounded energy. Let's see. Especially if you have like high anxiety, Spirit says, do things, meditation techniques, breathing techniques. I know I do them sometimes because my anxiety sometimes can from time to time it gets, you know, but I know how to bring myself back down, and I know how to, like, okay, you're gonna be fine. This is just a moment. This is temporary. It's gonna pass, type thing. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Your inner child wants you to be happy. Do what makes you happy. And not worry about what other people think about you with the Judgment card. I feel like maybe as a child you were heavily scrutinized. Also, I don't know if your father is still in the physical world, but if he is, Spirit is saying, be happy, be appreciative for that, because that's a blessing. Like, to have your parents, if they're still alive, that way, you know, any traumas that may have been inflicted by your father in particular, if he's still, you know, in the physical world, Spirit says you have an opportunity to rectify that situation with him before his time. Judgment is about awakening and awareness. I'm sorry to hear that, Melanie. Yeah. If he wasn't present, yeah, Spirit is saying it's time to release that. It's time to release that. Yeah. Fear of what other people think about you, and fear of how other people see you with the Judgment card. It's like your spirit, your soul wants you to live out your greater purpose. Like, not be stuck in the energy of you not feeling like you're good enough. Like, feeling like you're not good enough. Spirit wants you to come out of that. Spirit wants you to do the opposite. Spirit wants you to see your potential and continue to grow and be happy being yourself. You don't owe anyone anything. Not a damn thing. You owe it to yourself to be happy. You owe it to yourself to take care of you, right? And that's also one of the things too, like when you're in relationships as well, like if you're dating or, you know, getting to know someone, a masculine energy that comes in, you're going to be missing that nurturing side, you know? And I can relate because my father, he's been deceased for a while as well. But King of Pentacle energy, like, you want to make sure that whoever it is that comes into your energy, the masculine energy, that this person is actually going to be responsible, right? Be responsible, and the person makes you happy. Like, don't engage or entertain someone that just because you don't want to be alone for the fear of being alone, because I feel like there's abandonment issues with you as well from your inner child, especially with your father not being present. But make sure that this person actually has something to offer, that they really do want stability with you and not just an in and out type energy, is what your inner child wants you to know. So don't be afraid of expressing how you feel. That's one message. The other message is don't be afraid, or don't worry or concern yourself about how other people see you. It's about how you feel, how you see you, and what you truly desire in your life, what truly makes you happy. That's what matters, right? Let's see. What are the messages from her inner child? Yeah. It's a time of transition for you. Yeah. It's a time of transition for you. I'm so sorry to hear that, Melanie. With the moon. Yeah. There's some deep, deep shadow work that needs to be done on your part, Melanie, because the moon is about shadow work for me. It's about shadow work for me. So, yeah, definitely I highly recommend either seeing a psychiatrist or getting like a counselor or a therapist, because they will be able to help work through those things with the moon here. And you may want to check your insurance too, like your work insurance, because some companies they cover certain amounts. And I know there's a really good, there are a couple really good apps that they have licensed psychiatrists and therapists right there. One of them is called BetterHelp, and I think the other one is Talkspace, where they have licensed therapists and counselors right there. They also have like payment plans and stuff like that. So if it's too much, you know, and you only need therapy maybe once a month or however often you need to talk to that therapist, you can arrange it with them. So I definitely encourage you to do that. Don't put it off, because I can pick up that you've had a lot of trauma as a child. Like there's a lot of suppressed emotions that you buried and you don't really deal with it. So sometimes when we have suppressed emotions like that, it comes out. Like sometimes we can tend to be like, I know myself, for example, because I've had abandonment issues because of my father not being present in my life, there's been times where I've come across as really aggressive or overly defensive because I'm afraid of what other people, how they see me or how they view me. And it's really not about them. It's really not about them at all. It's about me. So once I started healing that part of my shadow side and saying, it's okay for me to forgive him for not being there. It's okay for him to not have been a part of my life. That was his choice, right? That's a choice. So with that being said, I have to learn to move past that and say, I'm a beautiful young woman. I have so much potential. Like I have so much I can offer other people. It's not about what happened, because what's happened is done. Right now is what matters. So that's what I definitely encourage you to do. And I have a therapist as well, so I'm speaking from experience. It's not like I'm telling y'all stuff that I don't really do. Like, not at all. Not at all. So, but if you ever need to just talk or just vent, let me know. Because sometimes it's great to just get it out when you feel it. Let's see. Spirit, what messages of healing do you have for Melanie? Messages of healing. Let's see. Spirit says image. This is what your spirit guides and angels want you to know. I'm comfortable in my own skin, even if others can't accept me. Like I said, it's okay to be who you really are. There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with you at all. You're a beautiful woman. Don't let anybody take that from you. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're not. Like you're not good enough. Like you're not smart enough. Let's see. Enlightenment. I understand why I choose to learn this way. There's a reason for everything that happens in our lives. Sometimes our souls, because most of us, we have a soul contract. And there's certain terms of the soul contract, and that's a whole nother deep conversation for another day. But there's a lot of videos on YouTube that talks about the soul contracts and what our soul's missions are here on this earth. So take that into consideration. You have a greater purpose than what you really realize. And everything that you've been through is going to help you and help others involved in your life to see things from a different perspective. Like, for example, because you and I share this in common, our father's not being present, right? And my father's deceased. He's been deceased almost 15 years. And it's like those type of situations happen for a reason. They happen for a reason. To help us really, I feel like for me personally, it's like to help us see how much we need to enjoy every day, because life is, you never know. It's unexpected. Anything can happen at any given time, right? Hi, Tatiana. I don't think so. Let's see. Spirit says mistaken. It's okay to be wrong and accept that you will make mistakes, right? Like I said, you're not perfect, but you're still a great person. None of us are perfect, right? We're going to make mistakes because that's a part of life. If you don't make mistakes, you can't learn how to be better. It is a part of the human experience, so accept these flaws with ease. We have fate. I will never forget you, my love, but I must continue on with my life. If we are meant to be, the universe will find a way. So, in regards to relationships, Spirit's like, don't base your happiness on someone else. Don't seek out external validation. Don't seek happiness and joy from a man or from another person, or like, find happiness and joy from within, pretty much. Yes, Tatiana, that's fine. Let's see. Hey, Queen. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hey, no name. Thanks for hopping in, love. Yeah, so I really hope that gives you some encouragement, Melanie. Because, yeah, you deserve to be happy in this life. You deserve to be happy. Okay, y'all, who is next? Did I miss somebody? Let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Tatiana. I'm doing the first 5 people for you, so you're good. You called in. You came in. Aquarius. No. No. No day, girl. Good. I'm glad. Let me know, Melanie, once you start therapy. Let me know how it's going, because I want to know. I want to make sure that you're getting the help that you need, and I want to make sure that, if you need somebody to just vent to, you can reach out to me. Hi, Queen. Chicken and waffles. I've never had chicken and waffles, and I always hear people talking about, these two go together, and I just can't. I believe that, Melanie. I do believe you're a star seed. One of the chosen ones. I believe that. Sometimes we enter into this world and we have like such a rough start for a greater purpose. Okay, Tatiana, you can go ahead and drop your question. Listen, food is an important part of life, let me tell you. Listen, y'all know me and tacos. We got a whole relationship. It's so funny because my person, he's like, did you eat tacos? And I'm like, well, not yet, but it's on the list. Okay, Melanie. I actually just had a therapy session Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Yep. And I was concerned that maybe there was something that I was hiding. Right, happily. Food is one of the many, like, it's one of the biggest, like, the greatest joys of life, like being in the human body. It's like eating something so wonderful that your taste buds are just like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. The sensation of great food, the taste, the flavor, the seasoning is like, okay, this is it right here, this moment. But yeah, I had a therapy session this week, and I was like so nervous because I was like, I hope I'm doing better than I was. Because it's been a while. And my therapist, she's like, you sound like you're doing really well. She was like, but call me if you need to. So I was like, okay. Hi, Mariah. Yes, I am accepting super chats. Yes. She was like, "You sound like you're on a good start, off to a good start this week." And I was like, "Well, that's great because I feel like pulling my hair out." Hey, Em. But she was like, she was listening to me, and as I was telling her some things that had transpired the past couple weeks, she was like, "But does it make you happy? Are you happy?" And then I had to stop and think about it, and I'm like, "Well, yeah, I am actually." She's like, "Okay, then all the other people's opinions don't really matter." Right. Tatiana, if you're here, go ahead and drop your question, love, because we're waiting on you. Yeah, but it just made me think, like, sometimes we overthink and we over worry about other people's opinions because I'm like, "Oh, this person said this and that person said that and blah blah blah," and but are you happy though? Okay, so that's it, right? I don't know what so and so's gonna say about it. Right, Queen? It's reliable. It's definitely reliable, and it's sure to make you happy for sure. Thank you happily for the friendly note, cause girl, we gonna keep it rolling. Happily, I love how colorful you always do your little notes. Happily always has like the little icons in there. Right. Going once, going twice. Sure, Mariah. Oh, y'all, in my attempt to be more organized, I plan on doing batch content. That's what I plan on doing. Yeah, I think you're the last person, Mariah, on my free list. So after you, free list is closed. Um, I plan on batching out content. But I want y'all's opinion though. Like, what do y'all think? Because y'all know how I feel about the whole twin flame soulmate situation, right? Y'all know how I feel about that. You do. Mm-hmm. So my thoughts is um, I want to do divine counterpart readings, but like I don't know if I should still label it like with the titles twin flame soulmate. Eh. I just want to know what y'all think. Oh, Queen, I had hot fries yesterday. I couldn't help it. I couldn't resist. I gave in. Okay, great, no name. Yes, divine partnerships. Yeah, divine counterpart connections. Something, but I don't know. Like it just me too, Em. Y'all just don't even know the struggle. Y'all just don't even know the struggle. Will you and the Scorpio reconnect? No name. Why don't you believe in it anymore? I'm curious because I don't think you saw my live. I did a live one Sunday morning about like Mhm. I see where you're coming from. I do. I see that perspective a lot too. Okay. All right, Mariah. Well, the Scorpio. First of all, let me get the overall energy from the Scorpio. You do, Casey. You do. Well, tell us why, Casey, because I want to know. Like, I'm open to everybody's perspective of the concept, the idea, because um, like it's not that I don't believe in the concept of twin flames. It's just like when you see it a lot, like on Instagram, social media, hundreds of readers doing this thing, and people like No Name had mentioned a lot of people having false hope in a twin reaching out somebody they've never met. You know what I mean? So it's like I can see how it could actually be a journey if it's a healthy journey where you two attract each other and you actually grow from the connection. But when there's no growth, like it's like what's the point? Like I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody that's constantly I'm having to chase him because he's running and he doesn't recognize the connection and he still has healing to do, but I've done my healing. Like it's like that's my opinion on it. Like I believe there are twin flame connections and soulmate connections. It's just a lot of the toxicity that I see back and forth with the whole karmics and third party situations and all the other stuff that gets caught up. Gotcha. Yeah, I do believe the idea that two people oh, thanks Aisha for letting us know. Let's see. Two of Pentacles. Let's see. He's divided, Mariah, about it because it's like he's spending time with either friends or family. What's that? 3 of Cups here. 2 of Pentacles. He does still think about you. He does see you in the Empress energy. Right. I mean, if anything, I'm more geared towards soulmate connections because I do feel like there's a deep connection between you and the person that you're with. And the soulmate connection, and y'all let me know, tell me if I'm not understanding this correctly. From what I understand, soulmate connection, you have that strong connection with that person, but a soulmate is not just an intimate partner. A soulmate can be a best friend, it can be a relative, it can be anyone that you share that deep soul connection with. But it just like the twin flame connection, you your soulmate connection as well. Is that accurate? Well, I've met my soulmate. I've met my soulmate. Yeah, he knows that you're thinking about him too, Mariah. He knows you're thinking about him too. But Spirit's wanting you to really, really look, Spirit's wanting you to step into your divine feminine energy. Like, really, really think about why you want this connection and stand in your power. Because, look, we got the Strength card here. Leo energy. So, with that being said, Spirit says, know your worth here. Know your worth. She really is, Queen. She's so creative. Know your worth here. Even if the Scorpio were to reach out to you, it's like, do you really want this connection? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how long you two have been separated, because obviously if you're wondering about reconnecting, you've been disconnected for a while. But if he were to reach out to you today, why would you take him back? Spirit wants you to ask yourself these questions. Queen of Swords. What is the logic? And we're not thinking from here, we're thinking from here. Why? Does it make sense? Why would you want someone who's left you to come back to do it again? Also, that's another problem I have with the twin flame scenario, because it's this constant chasing stuff. And it's like, it leaves the door for wishy-washy behavior. Like, oh, well, he's unhealed, so until he heals, I'll hang on and wait until he heals, which I don't think you're supposed to do, but people do. I'll hang on until he heals, and then when he heals, who knows how long that could be? That could be years. Then we'll finally be in union, and that concerns me a little bit. Like, so we're doing that. But know your worth here. Know your worth here, Mariah. Have you reached out to the Scorpio? Have you reached out to the Scorpio? Because I feel like that may initiate some type of conversation, and that may tell you what you need to know. if you were to just reach out, just send a text or call or something. See what I'm saying? I feel like it may, then he has to make a decision whether or not he wants to respond or entertain the connection between you two. Like if he wants a new start. He does think about you though. He does. I feel that. I feel like he thinks about how things ended between you two. Speaking of, Ten of Swords is here. So what would you, I mean, like, what would you describe that as for you, Em? Like, what would you describe that? Would you describe it more as a soulmate connection? Mm-hmm. He does think about you. That's how I feel too, Em. Like, sometimes I feel like it's accurate. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but aren't twin flames rare? Aren't they a rare, like a once in a lifetime type of thing? Because I hear it thrown around so much on social media, YouTube, and it's like listen, everybody that you meet is not your twin flame. So why is that being like, you know? Okay. Because I hear people saying it, well, I met my twin. Well, wait, how did you, hold on, how? Where? How did you know? Spirit, what's his overall energy towards Mariah? I'm curious to know that. What's his overall energy? It's like I hear a lot of readers, to be honest, saying karmic. Is it really just the fact that he was with someone else before he got with her doesn't make that other person karmic? It just means he was married. It just means he had a family. Does that make sense? Yeah, he's pretty much doing his own thing at this point. Like, he's turned his back on this. Like, he's not really focused on it. He thinks about you from time to time, Mariah, but it's not like a heavy situation. It's not like a heavily, because here's the thing, and we go through this on my channel a lot. You'll hear us say this a lot, right? If he wanted to, he would, right? If he wanted to reach out, if he wanted a connection, you would not have to guess. Because anything a man really wants, you're going to know he really wants it. You're not going to second guess it. Well, I'm kind of wondering. No. Trust me, I'm living proof. If a man really, really wants your time and attention, he's going to do everything in his power to get it, to keep it, to maintain it, because he doesn't want to lose it. So he thinks about you. But the question is, does he want to go? Right, see, M can attest to this. But I really love this. This is what I love about live streams, because I love everybody's like perspective on things, because we all see things from a different angle. And it's like, it's not that I totally disregard the concept of the twin flame soulmate connections. It's just that there's things about them that could, like, it doesn't make sense to me, like, or appeal to me. Like, why would I want to, exactly. Because in my mind, why would I want to be a part of a connection with someone who's unhealed? You know what I mean? Like, why would I want to call him my twin flame? Because when I think about a flame, I think lust, I think heavy chemistry, I think a lot of energy between us, and then boom, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's gone. Just like you light a candle and you blow it out. It's fire, it's hot. Initially, it's hot. Everything's hot, everything's heavy, and then all of a sudden, it's out. Why would I want to set myself up for emotional failure? That's how my mind sees it logically. I could be dead wrong. That's just right. Right. It's like at some point, a little wind blows, you put a little pressure on it, it's gone. So when I think flame, I think chemistry, I think lust, I think, yeah, that's what I think. So, you know. Soulmate, not so much, because soulmate, I feel like, because people make out like soulmates it can be a tough ride, you know, but any relationship, honestly, I mean, look at a twin flame. Tough ride, right? So it's like any relationship, honestly, whatever label you want to put on it, it can have its ups and its downs. Exactly, happily gone with the wind. You put a little pressure on him, oh, he's at the door. You mention commitment, oh, he's not calling you back. You say you want to have kids, oh, you ain't gonna hear from him no more. You say you say you need some help paying some bills, oh, he's out of the door. Do you see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, so in my mind, I'm like, why would I want to label my connection something like that, where I don't, at any given moment, the person can, you know, that's how I see it too, Melanie. At any given moment, this person can be like, oh, well, I'm out of here. Exactly, Em. If I was going to label it, I would say a soulmate connection. That's what me personally, that's what I would claim, because I would say more of a deep bonding with a soulmate. That person really wants to be with you, and they're willing to work through the relationship because they've reached a level of maturity, like Em said, to where you're not having to constantly fight with ego all the time. It's not a constant, well, sometimes you hear from them, sometimes you don't, sometimes they're involved, sometimes there's not, sometimes they're flirting with other women, sometimes they're not. It's like, for me, no. It's, or they got a karmic over here, and you're the divine feminine, but he still loves the karmic still loves him, but then he wants to be over here. Do you see it, y'all? Do y'all see it? Exactly. And so it just makes me like, y'all, this is too much. You know, like the little Iggy dogs they have on IG? Is it too much? It's too much. It's too much. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Men play on your emotions a lot of the time. Right. Yeah. Don't get emotionally attached. Don't do that. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I remember a woman telling me one time, she was like, if you really, really want to get a man, just be me. It's like, what does that mean? Reject him, ignore him, don't respond to him. Exactly, Melanie. So a lot of times, in a lot of these readings that I see, a lot of readers throwing around these labels, right? A lot of times, great job, Em, because it really helps. It helps you detach from the situation. Casey said it all makes sense. A lot of times, I don't know if y'all will agree, but sometimes the divine masculine is acting like he's a karmic. Sometimes. Sometimes. I'm like, so okay, but he's with, what is he doing? What's going on? Is he the karmic? Because his attitude right now. Is that what it is, happily? Oh, you know what? Now that you're thinking about that, you got me thinking. Exactly. And that's what Em said is such a great point, because it helps you see things from a rational perspective. Like, it's not just, oh, he just melts my heart. I'm so in love with him, which is really great. It's wonderful to be in love. I'm not saying that is a bad thing at all. But when you're so overcome and overwhelmed with emotions, right, Melanie? If you're so overcome with emotions, you don't think logic. Your logic goes out the window. So you're only thinking with feeling. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, I win. Because she's not going anywhere. She's wrapped around my little finger. Because no matter what I do, she loves me. She loves me. So I can tell her, no, I'm not coming over there. No, no, I don't feel like it. I'm not going to talk to you on the phone. No. So do y'all see, like, if you really step back and you look, like, if you've known other people in relationships, and it's like, the guy can treat the woman so horribly. She's like, oh, I bought this for you because I really thought you would like it. And he's like, I don't really like it. You know what I mean? I don't really like it. I don't really. And it's like, right, Casey, it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. So it's like, listen, because a lot of people would say, if you match energy, right? A lot of people would say, if you match someone's energy, then that's being petty or that's being childish. But I say, I mean, why dish it out if you can't take it? Because see, if you ignore me, I'm gonna ignore you back. I'm not gonna chase you. Like it's not gonna happen. Because if I'm giving you time and attention, then I expect the same in return. It's mutual, right? It's reciprocal. Just like good energy is reciprocal, bad energy is reciprocal. And I'm not saying that I'm going to be at the ass if you at the ass, but I will cut you off because I'm not gonna reciprocate. I'm not going to continue to give of myself when I'm not receiving, because that doesn't make sense. I mean, 1 + 1 is 2, not 0. So, 0 plus 0 is 0. Exactly. I agree. Right, and that's me all the way. Like, okay, well, when you pull it together, sir, we can have a civil conversation. We can talk about whatever. Exactly. Men are like big babies. I mean, if you've ever seen one sick, I need you to come. I just need you to bring me some soup. Which kitty, Casey? The big kitty or the little kitties? Right. It's like, listen, I need you to be patient. I'm gonna call you back. Like, y'all, my person, he literally threw a whole fit the other day because I was in a meeting. I was going through training, and he was like, what took you so long? What took you so long? And I was like, I was in a meeting. It took a couple hours. He wasn't dying, y'all. He was fine. He's used to me just answering him whenever he calls. And I'm like, you're all right. You really are okay. Like, listen, you're just acting right now. You're fine, Exactly, happily. I totally agree. True, Melanie. True. But they always say, that you get what you allow. Yeah, you have to depends on the day, Casey. It just depends on the day and the mood, really. Yeah. But you get what you allow. You really do. If you this is from experience. If you start off a connection giving off desperate vibes, like you're constantly calling and texting and bombarding this man constantly, he's going to think, well, you're showing him that you're overly emotionally attached. Attached, not in love, attached. So you know what that says to a man? I'm going to play her like a fiddle. Because no matter, she's so desperate to have me. She's waiting for me. She's just waiting for me to text her back, to call her back. She's waiting for me. I don't even have to try hard. I don't even have to earn her attention at this point. At this point, whatever I do, she's just going to deal with it because she's so infatuated. Hey, Maria. right? She's so infatuated. When you're constantly bombarding him and you're constantly calling and constantly in the initial stages of a connection, when you just meet someone, you got to give people space. You don't know this person. Keep in mind, stranger danger, right? Keep in mind, stranger danger. I just want you to keep that in mind, ladies. Stranger. Same thing that you teach toddlers. Stranger danger. Okay? Give them space. Don't tell somebody all of your personal information within in the 3 days. That's a no. Casey. That's true, Casey. Yeah, the alpha males. They're like, oh, she wants me. She can't get enough of me. She can't leave me alone. Right, stranger danger. Also, I highly encourage background checks. Yes, I do. And let me tell y'all this on a very serious note. Too many women are coming up dead or missing from very short-lived relationships with people who have criminal backgrounds, registered sex offenders, child molesters, assault, first-degree murder. This is why I encourage background checks. I will not stop saying it. Please, if you are dating someone you don't know, please run a check. Run a check. Your life is just too important. Too important. And before you get involved and move in with someone, it's important. Right. I do it. I've done it. I still do it. Because it's important. Exactly, happily. No name. But I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you, your life is, whew, you only get one try. Okay? Your soul may not be back for another few thousand years. So, right now is the time to get it together. Like, be vigilant. Exactly, Casey. Listen to your intuition. Have y'all ever been in that situation where intuition, said, just don't go. Just don't go. Just don't go. Somebody asked you to go and you're like, I just don't feel like it. You don't know why you don't feel like it, but you just don't feel like it. Like, nah, I don't feel like it. It's the intuition. Trust it. And they be like, well, you gonna miss out. We gonna have fun. Y'all go have fun. Y'all have fun without me. Just go. Just go. Because, no, not today. And then something happens. You find out that something happened when you said, no, I'm not going to go. For whatever reason, you just was like, I don't feel like going. Just, Or I'm not going to take that street. I'm going to take this street. I'm not going to get on that plane. I'm going to get on this plane. I didn't hop on that bus, but I took the car instead. Or I was going to stop by this store, but immediately after I left, somebody got robbed. I don't remember that far back. There you go, Em. There you go. Wow. Wow, Casey. Look at all these situations of intuition. Oh, I'm sure, no name. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Like, sometimes your intuition just tells you no. Just no. Yeah. That literally happened to me and my baby sister one time. We were gonna go somewhere. It was a little store, like a bodega in our neighborhood, and we didn't go. For whatever reason, we just didn't go. We were gonna stop. We were walking and we were gonna stop. And we didn't stop. For whatever reason. Right, like Casey said, just listen. Even if it don't make sense to you at the moment, just listen. So we didn't stop. And uh, like later on that evening, we heard that that same store had been robbed. And it was just like shortly after we passed. Like it was just like one of those situations like, what? Really? Crazy stuff. So, yes, please trust your intuition. If you're ever in a situation like somebody's like, oh, well, I can give you a ride home, and they're real adamant about it. Like, I can give you a ride home. Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. Listen, I got diarrhea. Like, I really don't want to get in your car. Like, even if, listen, protect your intuition at all costs. But like, here, you don't want me to, I can buy you something. No, 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 thank you. I appreciate that, but no, no, that's okay. I got it. Yeah, I got it. I got a ride home. Thank you. Appreciate it. Right? Because your intuition tells you, so just, you can feel certain things. Right, happily. And they don't. A lot of them don't. Some do. There are some respectful ones, but a lot of them don't. Yeah. See, that's just out of line. That's out of line. Just out of line. How dare you find out where I live? Why would you find out where I live when I didn't tell you where I lived? What did you hope to? And the crazy part about that, no, the crazy part about that is, okay, so now that he knows, what did he expect you to do? Be like, oh, hi. I didn't tell you where I lived. So why are you here? Right. Exactly. Exactly. Because they want to know everything. Yeah, they want to know. Oh, thank you, Casey. Sending you love, blessings, and abundance right back. Right, happily. Like, against your will. And so that tells you something too. Like if you're with someone, right? And let's say you guys are on a date or whatever, and you're like, you tell the person no, like they insist, well, I got you something to drink. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I don't want anything. And they're like really pushy, overly aggressive, pushy. That tells you something as well. Like, I think I'm going to back out of this situation because this doesn't feel, you know what I mean? That tells you, that's indicative of their character. So that says to me as a woman that this is an unsafe scenario. So if you're pushing a drink on me, why would I get in the car with you? But some women don't pay attention to those signs. They'll be like, yeah, I know he was a little bit like that, but he had been drinking, so I just went ahead and got in the car. That'll be the last time you see her. Because they got into a fight, he struggled, something happened. Like, no. Or they're trying to pull you on the dance floor and you're like, no, I don't want to dance right now. Like, no, I don't, I'm not comfortable. And you're still like trying to aggressively get me to do something that I clearly told you no. No is no. Right, Melanie. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm sure they were. See, I would have filed a restraining order. That's just me. Because I don't know you. Stranger danger. I don't know you. And all of a sudden you're popping up because you know where I live. Like, that's just out of line. It's out of line. Exactly, Casey. Unfortunately, people they go out and, which there's nothing wrong with going out for drinks or whatever, but when you're around a lot of people, there's a lot of energies. So, but like Casey said, trust your intuition. Like if you ever get that feeling, remember I told y'all, I actually showed y'all when I was in Nashville on a business trip. Well, one of the nights we had, we went downtown. It was a night, and there's nightclubs all downtown Nashville, Tennessee. So, we went into a bar, and I kid y'all not, the bar was so packed. It was so packed that everybody is like literally like arm to arm, like you can't move around. Like there's no. So I panicked. I freaked out. Everybody's like, "Where is she going?" And I'm like, "I'm getting out of here," because I just felt something. I don't know what it was, but I felt something that I did not like. So I was trying to get my way out of there. Plus, I'm short, so so nobody could see me lost in the crowd. So I'm like trying to get myself out of there, and they're like, "Where's Jackie?" And I'm like, "I'm leaving. I'm leaving." So I finally make it out of the building. Finally make it out of the building. I immediately felt relieved. They were like, "Do you want to go to another bar?" No. Because they were they were bar hopping, going from bar to bar. Because you know, you have in each one, they were doing karaoke and all kind of stuff. And I'm just like, no, I'm not going. And I'm standing outside, and there's people coming by, and like they're smoking weed and like all kind of stuff outside, like right there on the strip where all these little clubs are. And I'm just like, I can't get in here, because the first thing I was thinking to myself, if a shooting breaks out, there's no way that some people are not gonna get shot. I don't want to be one of those people. So I hopped out. Sugar babies? Who's a sugar baby? I thought about being a sugar baby. I can't be a sugar. I'm not young enough to be a sugar baby. Hang on. I'm just playing. Yeah, I be playing. I was like, I think I could be a sugar baby. And then I was like, no, it's too much maintenance. It's too much effort. Oh. Yeah, I felt it. They were like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." And the funny part is, it was like 5 of us, and I was the only person that had not been drinking that night. Everybody else, I mean, taking shots to the head, and I'm just like, I gotta go. I was like, y'all, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, no name is true. So I was like, of course, I'm the person that's like, I'm tired, I'm ready to go. And it was cold. It was actually cold that night. It was actually cold in Nashville at that night. And I was like, I'm ready to go. I didn't even bring a jacket. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go. But yeah, trust your intuition for sure. Right, in a calm facility, okay? Let's go to Applebee's. Can we sit there? I mean, you know, like in a calm facility. Somewhere where there's not like a whole bunch of people, and you're not like, I can't move. I can't move. My arms, they don't move. And you're just trying to wiggle your way out. So, right, or at home. Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta get out. I gotta get out. Which home? It's always safer at home. So, you know, that's always an option. Oh, man. I tell y'all. Right, Casey. Whatever's happening, we need room. I get in the car, I roll the window down. Either I roll the window down or I turn the AC on. Because I just gotta have air. Even if I sleep, like when I'm asleep in my bed, I'll have my comforter, and then I'll have one leg out of the comforter. I know it's weird, but I have one leg out of the comforter because a part of me wants to be cool and the other part of me wants to be, never mind, just never mind. Oh. Right, Em. That is relaxing. Oh. I mean, some people sleep with the fan on and the AC, and I'm like, really, y'all? Is that what y'all doing? Whatever makes you comfortable at this point. Whatever makes you comfortable. But my pillows, they tend to stay cool. No matter what I do, they tend to stay cool. So yeah. Yeah. Drinks and a movie. Great choice. Great choice. Right, Queen? Yep, sleep with the fan on in the AC. Yeah, I didn't think about that, Casey. It's probably the white noise combined with the air for some people. Me too. I love to be like I usually well y'all know I don't like the winter. Oh, and I have about 9 pillows in my bed. There's more pillows than bed. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm missing and I can tell if a pillow is missing too. Like if I wash all of the pillows and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm missing a pillow. Let me go back. Oh, that makes me think I gotta get more pillows this summer, y'all. I'm thinking about. See, I'm glad we had this conversation because I gotta get more pillows. My mom used to be like, "How many pillows?" But I used to be like that growing up too. She'd be like, "How many pillows do you need?" A lot. I am. Right. Enrico's my soulmate. Oh. In the wintertime, I'll sleep with socks on. I usually don't like socks. I don't like socks. Right. Poor Casey. She's got the Gemini twins. She's got the kittens. Right. Rico's my soulmate. I swear. You just can't get away from him. He's over there drinking water now. He was mad because he wanted to jump up here on the table and I was like, no, you can't do that. Because he's too much. You know? Did I miss anybody, y'all? Did I miss anybody? Moderators, did y'all want a reading? Oh, Casey. He's a card chewer, and he's a card chewer. He does have he thinks his box is like he has this box, y'all, that he chewed a hole in. Did I show y'all the box? He has a box that he chewed a hole in, so it's like he uses the box like it's a cave. I'm like, what are you doing? Hiding in there? He thinks it's a fort. The box is his fort, so. Right, and anything chewer for that matter. He chews everything. Rico loves to chew everything and anything. If he can chew you, he's happy. Let's see. Okay. He's great happily. He's 2 now. He's 2 now in the physical world. In bunny years, he's 14. So I'm in for it. And this is really the terrible 2s. Rick, we hear you. Okay. Yay for the kittens. I have all these Aries and all these fire signs in my life. Right? I actually have red wine. And I've been drinking it. Hi, the Aries. You said general. Right. Happy early birthday, kittens. All the Aries in my life. So what messages do you have for N and general messages? Ooh, the high priest. Look at this. As we talk about intuition, the High Priestess pops up, right? This is for you. This is your general. And then I'll do Casey. And then Three of Swords. Why? Three of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. Okay. Let's see. You're welcome. Okay, Two of Cups. Okay, this is beautiful. So this tells me with the Three of Swords, it was like you were waiting. You were waiting for more information, I feel like, with the High Priestess. Like, because there may have been some type of conflict or disagreement between you and your person at one point. But, and the reason I say that is because I have the Ace of Wands here, which is Leo energy. Your person has Leo. He's Leo sun. So there was a passionate new start. It's almost like with the aces, for me, sometimes aces can be like a reconciliation type energy where you're able to get off to a new start. And we have the Four of Swords, which is healing energy. You may have had to spend a couple days not talking to each other or just not in contact, just to really think about things and think about the connection. Two of Cups. Yeah, the Two of Cups. The love is still here to restore that love and to bring things back into balance, right? Yeah. So what other messages do you have for M? Definitely strong connection. Let's see. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. Spirit's saying that you're focused on yourself right now. Finances, career, physical things, health, definitely with the Nine of Pentacles. Of course, you still have the connection here between you and your person. There's a lot of love there. You see they're holding hands, this couple. But at the same time, it's just like you're seeing things from a different perspective with the Hangman. And that's the energy I get. Like, you're allowing the divine to step in and allow things to move as he sees fit. Six of Wands, because you're wanting this to be successful. You're wanting things to work out. Yeah, Six of Wands. But you're definitely manifesting. I feel like both you and your person are manifesting this connection, like trying to bring it fully together. And the thing about, because you know the Magician, this is Gemini energy, but sometimes for those who practice like witchcraft, who practice spells, they know that magic doesn't work overnight. It's not an abracadabra type thing. So when you're manifesting something or trying to bring something together, just think about when you're trying to throw a party for someone. It takes time. You have to order the cake. You have to go and get the supplies. You may have to get the room decor. You have to send out invitations. Like, you're manifesting, you're bringing it together. So eventually when you have all the strings, like he has all the tools here, the Magician, you have it all together, then you have a complete party. So I feel like the both of you are pulling things. Exactly. It's a process. So eventually it's going to manifest. It's going to manifest in the 3D. Let's see. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. You're working together. You both are It's like you're focused on yourselves with this Nine of Pentacles energy, but with the Three of Pentacles, you're also helping one another. I feel like dogs, they can live like forever. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. There's a lot of familiarity here. You two have so much history together. There's a lot of love here with the Six of Cups energy. And I feel like that's what allows you two to be able to work together so well, because you do share that history with each other with the Six of Cups. Like, you're familiar with each other. When I see the Six of Cups, it doesn't always mean X to me. For me, sometimes in readings, the Six of Cups is like, it's a familiar, just like how this baby grew up with this puppy and now he's here like as a grown man and as a big dog here. So it's like the familiarity, like you've shared over time. History is like a period of time that happened, right? Back in time. That's what I think, like the land before time when I hear the Six of Cups energy, because it's like you've been through a lot together. Like him and this puppy, they grew up together. So, you know, you share history together, which allows you to be able to work together synergistically to manifest what it is that you want. Six of Pentacles. That's what's going to allow this connection to have a lot of balance. It's going to be very reciprocal because you both are on the same page. Yeah, you both are on the same page, and it's funny how the cards fell out because with this, like I told you guys, I do believe in the concepts of the soulmate twin flame connections. It's almost like because you two have your souls are familiar with each other. Two of Cups over the Six of Cups. They came out over top of each other. It's how it fell out. So it's like sometimes souls they know each other. They can identify each other. Like that, okay, that's the one I need to connect with. Yeah, that's the one I need to connect with. Right? So that's what I'm seeing. Spirit's like, right now, you're just really, really focused on getting them, like the material things together, the financial things, aspects of everything together. And your person is tying up loose ends, but it's like, you both are working together to manifest this new beginning. Pretty much. All right. Okay. Casey, love, did you have a specific question for me? It's so beautiful when you finally have that relationship where you feel like you feel open, like you feel, I can totally relate to you in, because it's like with this person you feel more comfortable, you know. Nothing specific, Casey? Okay. All right, Spirit, what general messages do you have for Casey? You just feel, yeah, it just feels natural. Because like I said, your souls recognize each other, so it's like you feel like you've known each other like forever. You feel like you've known each other forever. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Most women do no name, want security. Page of Cups. So somebody's getting an apology, Casey. Page of Cups. An expression of love. Page of Cups. Someone's offering their cup. Like, here you go, Casey. I want you to drink some of this love. You're going to get a message about it. That they love you. They love you. And they're going through a transition. We have death here. You know, death is about ending certain things so that new beginnings can, so that new beginnings can start, right? They've been thinking about this. This has been deeply on their mind for a while with the moon. It's now starting to come to the surface is what I'm getting. Because, you know, the moon illuminates things and brings things to light in the dark. So it's like, now this person, it's like the rebirth with the death. It's like the, you know, that dark night of the soul energy where it's like coming to a realization of things and making a decision, judgment. It's like awakening and making a decision here. Like, okay, I'm gonna express more emotion here. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Actually deciding that they are serious about this commitment. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. Also could be financial abundance coming in, financial blessings coming in for you, Casey, with this Ace of Pentacles. But like definitely a new, like really strong, stable start in something, whether it could be your connection, work, whatever it is. But it's like, boom. Here's a strong offer here. Who's anxious? Nine of Swords. Somebody's been anxious. Nine of Swords. Worried about something. Or what other messages do you have for Casey? Nine of Swords. Somebody was worried about a loss. Nine of Swords, Three of Swords. I kid you not. Somebody was worried about losing someone. Nine of Swords, Three of Swords. Tell me more. Five of Cups. Someone apologized or is going to give you an apology. Or has already apologized because they see you as their divine feminine. The Empress is here. They want to grow with you. They want to grow with you. They don't want to lose you. They don't. Eight of Swords. They've really been in their head and they feel like, yeah, this person's really been in their head. I don't know. Could be an employer, could be anyone, family, friend. But they really want to make things right with you. Let's see. Seven of Pentacles. They've had some time to really think about this. Seven of Pentacles is about delays, right? It's a delay. It's like reevaluating something. An investment. Reevaluating an investment. You're worth the investment. They realize this now. Ace of Swords. This is clarity and this is forward communication as well. This is air energy. Like straight to the point. Ace of Swords. Like I see now. Like I'm very aware and I'm clear on my intentions here. I'm clear what I want here. There's love. Two of Cups. There is love. I'm clear that I want you. That's what that says to me. Two of Cups. I'm clear that I want you. And I really, really do want to give to this connection. I want to reciprocate the energy that you bring to the table. I want it to be balanced. Look, Eight of Pentacles. And I'm willing to put in the work. The Eight of Pentacles is definitely about hard work because, well, the Eight of Pentacles is like you put in the work because you know the end result. You have an end goal with the Eight of Pentacles. Because look, I kid you not, on the bottom of the deck, this person doesn't want to lose you. Eight of Cups. They don't want to lose you. They don't want you to just, goodbye, Eight of Cups. So, with that being said, great energy. I love it. Great energy. Apologies. Abundance. New opportunities for stability. Possibly a commitment. Possibly a commitment. A proposal. Possibly. Because for me, the Ace of Pentacles could be this is like a proposal, like not even a, I mean, it could be like a wedding proposal, but just a proposal or an offer, you know? You're most welcome, love. It's like, I'm serious. All right. Who is next, y'all? Aisha, you were next, weren't you? Rico. What do you do? I see you. Don't be jealous, love. It takes time. It definitely takes time. You'll take a general, Aisha. Let's see, Spirit, what message do you have for Aisha? You know, the real thing that a lot of people fail to realize about relationships take work. They do. They take a lot of work because you have to be understanding. You have to be patient. You have to be forgiving. But both parties do. Like Casey said earlier, it goes both ways. Like everything that women expect, men have expectations too. Men have standards too. Don't get it twisted. Like, sometimes women are wrong. Sometimes women do too much. Sometimes women are overly emotional. Sometimes women are hateful. Like, we have to consider that we have to, you know. Oh my goodness, Aisha. That boy, he won't give me no break. He was chewing on something earlier in my living room, and I was like, get out. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. Manifestations definitely work. Ace of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There may be a new opportunity for you, Aisha. In love, particularly. There may be a new love interest coming in for you, but it's like you may not be interested back. That's the message I'm getting. Like you may not be interested back, because with the moon you may have some fears or some doubt that it'll actually work. Spirit says Page of Wands in reverse. It's like you're right now, it's like you're okay with being in a single energy, Aisha. But it's like at the same time, sometimes you have those days or those moments where you're like, I kind of would like to, well, like sometimes you have those moments where it's like, it kind of would be nice to have someone, but then at the same time, you're just like, nah, I don't think so. So it's like this, like sometimes you like juggle in your mind, like if you want to give it a shot and you're like, But somebody may actually be thinking about you in that sense, because the Lovers is here and so is the Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, somebody really is thinking about you. The person may actually reach out, Aisha. Yeah. Yeah, Spirit says you have to, like, don't be afraid. Like, if you've already ended a connection and you know you're done with that, and something new comes in and you're interested, right, and you want to give it a shot, don't allow fear to stand in the way, because you could really miss out on something beautiful because of being afraid of being put back in the same situation. Because I hear that a lot in readings. People are like, people ask me like, well, when is new love coming in? But then when Spirit shows me that it's coming in the next month, 2 months, 6 months, the person is like, well, I want it, but okay, but then don't ask Spirit. Don't pray about it. Don't manifest it, because if you don't want it, why are you manifesting it? Right? Well, I'm afraid that he's going to hurt me, or I just don't trust people. Okay, well, if you don't trust people, then how do you expect to have a good relationship? So before you entertain this person, be honest and say, you know what, I'm just not ready right now. I'm not in a good headspace for a relationship, because you don't want to hurt the other person, but work on your trust issues. Work on your anger management. Work on whatever it is that you need to work on. But if you're manifesting new love and it comes in, the choice is yours. Like, do I really want, and I feel like that may be the choice that you have to make with this Queen of Swords energy, which is Aquarius energy. Like, do I really want this right now? Yeah. Do I really want this right now? And also, too, keep this in mind. You don't want to hold a new person responsible for something that somebody in the past did. Just because, let's say, for example, I dated a liar, because I did, okay? I dated a narcissist. I did. The person that I'm with now is nothing like that. He's very honest, very loving, very trustworthy. I can't hold him responsible for what somebody did to me 5 years ago. That's not fair to him. And if I was to say, well, you know what, I'm not going to give this person a chance because I remember when I was with so-and-so. Okay, but you're not with so-and-so anymore. He's an ex, right? So that's what we have to stop doing. Like, we block our own blessings. We could have a beautiful connection with someone, but we're still holding on to what happened 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Exactly, Casey. Because we haven't healed from that relationship. So until you're ready to move forward, don't manifest it. It's okay to be single until you feel that you've let go of your trust issues. You let go of put your insecurities down, and you're actually ready to be happy, and you're ready to move forward in a healthy way. Like, Because it's not fair to them. Like, I wouldn't want somebody taking out on me like, well, I don't tell you things because in the past, my ex-girlfriend, she lied to me all the time, so I just didn't tell her anything. Like that type thing. Hi, Kim. Yes, welcome to my channel. You can donate. Exactly, Casey. Or you're afraid that every time you attract someone, it's going to be the same type of person. Right, no name. Or they keep bringing that up. You remind me of this girl. You remind me of this girl I used to be with. You remind me of this guy I used to date back in high school, and he was like this, or 10 years ago, he did this and blah blah blah. Like, right. It's like, but I'm not her though. I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. I don't know what you've been doing over there, but that has nothing to do with me over here. Hi, Kim. It's 10. Thank you for joining, by the way. But yeah, I have to say that, Aisha, because I've been there. Tell you the short story. Tell y'all a short story, right? Actually, me and my person had this conversation the other day, and we were actually talking about healing. Hi, Melody. Welcome to the channel. And well, thank you for joining. If you're new, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Don't forget to hit the notification bell also. What was I going to say? So yeah, we were talking about healing the other day, and he was like, why did you put me off for so long? Because for a long time I wouldn't talk to him. And thank you, Melody. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. And I was like, because I had gotten out of, like I told y'all, I had gotten out of a really toxic connection with someone, and it was really hurtful to me. So I had decided, once I had left that connection and I finally let it go, that I needed time to myself to just heal, to let go, to release. So it took me like a little over a year to do that. And when I finally got myself together, I went back and I was like, this guy has been trying to get with me for like a whole year, and I rejected him the whole time. So that's how me and my current person got together, because I actually reached out to him because he had been so patient. He had been so kind, and I had totally disregarded him because during that time I was still like dealing with my issues. I still had issues to deal with. Yeah, an entire year, no name. And so, because sometimes you can't get over, like, I really compare, and I don't know if y'all will agree with me, but I really compare breakups to like a loss. It's almost like a death, because, and it's in a spiritual sense, because you're releasing energy that you shared with someone, whether it was a positive experience or a negative experience, and you have to heal from that trauma. It's like a trauma. Breakups are like trauma, so you have to take time to heal from it. Thank you, happily. You got to take time to heal from that trauma. That's why if anybody asks me like, well, I just broke up with someone. Okay, I'm like, so don't date yet. Don't date yet. Give yourself a few months. For some people, they're back in a snap. Like, it may only take them a month or 2 or 3. For some people, it may take 6. Right. And then, for some people, it takes a little bit longer. Depends on how traumatic it was for you, how attached you were, right? How much emotional depth you had with that person. If you were married to that person, it may take you a little bit longer to get through that, to get over that situation. If you have kids with that person, it may take you longer. Exactly, Casey. And sometimes you just need a break. You need a break from dating. You need a break from intimacy. You need a break because you're able to think a lot more clearly when you don't have that distraction. Just like in school, when you're not around, like, I know there are some schools that are like, it's like boys are on one side, girls on the other side. Like in Japan, they have it that way so that each gender can focus on their studies while they're in. Japan has some of the top most intelligent children in the world because of that, because they remove the distraction. When you're not dating, you're not thinking about who's with who and he's over here and he's doing that. You can actually focus on things in your life, your career, your education. Like, exactly, Casey, it's a reset. It's literally a reset. It's like, okay, I've been through this trauma. It's time for me to reset. Mm-hmm. Aisha had the Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody may be watching you. They may be like, they may be curious to know you. I feel like they may want to know more about you. Strength. Spirit says continue to stand in your power, right? Stand in your power. Know your worth. Know what you deserve. We have Empress. You are the Empress. So Spirit says use that divine feminine energy to in your favor here. Yeah, King of Swords. There may be a masculine that's trying to reach out to you, Aisha. He may actually want to explain himself, is what I'm getting. That's the message I'm getting. Like, you know. Yep, exactly. And because you become so consumed with trying to, what's the word? What is the correct word? With trying, I want to, the only way I can say it is like trying to please them. Trying to accommodate them, like you said, and trying to accommodate them. So, you know, if you break up and things don't work out, it's like you feel drained because you literally were putting a lot of energy into something that just didn't work out. Yes. Thank you, Aisha. I remember a guy told me that one time, and I told him then there's no point in us being together. See? Okay, so I'm not the only one that goes to therapy. I don't feel bad. But I remember a guy told me that one time, and I said, what do you mean? He was like, I'm not compromising with a woman. And I was like, so how do you expect to be in a relationship? How do you function in the real world? Sweetheart, you have to compromise. We compromise in everyday situations, at work, at school. Like, how do you... He said, I'm not compromising. Like, I said, so... I mean, so, like, if you're in a relationship with your wife and she says, my job is... Exactly, no name. And then that's why he got cut off, too. We didn't date much longer than that. But it's like, she may want to move because of her career, to further her career. And exactly, Aisha. And he was like, well, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that because I'm not moving. And I'm like, but what about her, though? And this is how we got to the conversation. Y'all were saying selfish. Yeah. And he was like, I don't care what she has going on. I'm the head of the household, so I'm not moving. If anything, she needs to move with me. And so I was like, okay. Light bulbs going off here. Ding, 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 ding. So, yeah. So I was like, so you wouldn't even move? Like, if she's like, she's like, this would be a great opportunity for the family, not just her career, but it could really help the whole family, if you were to move. And he was like, no. He was like, no. And I was like, catch you next lifetime. He was like, it was just so many red flags. Like, there were just so many things about this guy. Like, I was just like, yeah. Thank you, the Aries. Thanks for hopping in. We appreciate you. Queen, you think I should do a makeup and murder series? Y'all think I should do that, huh? Tell y'all a story. I don't know if I can do it. I might have to try. I might have to try to do that. Right? Kim, you can go ahead and drop your question, love. But I was just like, so you mean to tell me that you don't compromise? Because I feel like we compromise all the time. Like at work, sometimes your boss may ask you to stay over. They're pink. They're like a light pink color. Um, your boss may be like, well, we need you to stay over a little bit. Let's see. What I guess the real question is, what were Alan's intentions? You can either send a donation melody or you can wait until the next live stream. That's fine. What were Alan's intentions towards Kim? Let's see. We have King of Cups. So there's definitely feelings there. Definitely. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. King of, yeah, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Let's see. 5 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Yeah, like the King of Cups, his energy that he carries is very supportive, very like affectionate, supportive, 5 of Swords though concerns me because he had, like, I feel like he had romantic feelings towards you, but at the same time he could have been low-key sneaky because the 5 of Swords carries the 5 of Swords carries kind of a like aha, like I got you type energy. Yeah, like playing game, like it could be like playing like emotional manipulative type games, like mind games with the 5 of Swords. And then it's next to the 6 of Cups. I feel like he's done this before in his past. Like he has a history of playing games like this with women. He was attracted to you because he could see how happy you were, independent, single, beautiful young woman, intelligent. See how beautiful this woman is here, and she's reaching up. Like you're leveling up in your life, and you are trying to attain success and achieve your goals. And I feel like he was attracted to your light, and so he was so like, his emotion for that was like, it was overwhelming to a point of like, ooh, I gotta see what I can do to get her on my team because she's a Queen of Pentacles type thing. Queen of Pentacles. But I like, and I feel like, look, the Magician is here. I feel like he may have been a trickster. Like he may have been very deceptive in his intentions. May have had, like, his underlying intentions were not. Look, we have the 10 of Swords, okay? If it hasn't ended between you two, Spirit's saying it will. Because you're going to feel like, his intentions are to hurt you in some type of way. And because the 10 of Swords carries this energy of feeling backstabbed or betrayal in some type of way. Like, you lied to me, you try to take advantage of me or take advantage of the situation type energy, because he sees your abundance. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles, she's absolutely abundant. She's successful. She's responsible. She's nurturing. She's giving. She's loving. So it's like, I don't feel like his intentions were the best. Yeah, he sees you as a Queen of Cups. Yeah, sees you as a 10 of Cups. Yeah, like somebody that he could have everything with. Yeah. Let's see. What were his intentions, Spirit? Clarify the 5 of Swords, please. Yeah. Knight of Swords. He ran a good game. Like, he was like, the Knight of Swords in the reverse energy is like full of shit. Like, this person tells you what they think you want to hear, very impulsive energy. Like this person just says anything that comes off the top of their head that sounds good in the moment. If that makes sense. Clarify. Clarify the Five of Swords, please. I'm going to try it again. Seven of Swords came up. Seven of Swords came up. And the Seven of Swords is sneaky and manipulative energy. Clarify. Clarify the Five of Swords, please. Clarify it. The Moon. The Moon. Hiding something. Sneaky energy. Sneaky energy. Very sneaky energy, which is probably why you walked away. Eight of Cups. It's probably why you walked away. Because that's the energy that you felt. Deceptive energy. Because the Moon is like, okay, she's below the water. Below the water. Like, you know, like, she can't see her way up. So, you know, it's hard to breathe when you're underwater. Because you're holding your breath, right? You can't breathe unless you have a snorkel. So, it's like the intent was very secretive. I could feel that with the King of Cups energy. I could feel that. Like, he has a very, like, masculine energy. He's like, oh, here, let me help you. I can help you with that. I can help you fix that. You are you trying to do this? Sure. You know, I can. This reminds me, this is like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, okay? He may even, I don't know. He may even have Cancer in his chart. I don't know. But it's this energy where the person uses emotional manipulation to coerce you into doing what they want you to do. It's like, oh, don't do this. You should do this because this is better. And it's like once they gain your trust, it's like then they feel like they can take advantage of you because they've gained your trust. So you have to be very careful of who you allow into your inner circle because their intentions are not always pure, right? It's the same concept of someone who, like, if you ever seen the movie It, where the clown is like, here, Georgie, I have this balloon, come get it. It's like, once the person gains your trust, it's like they've hooked you in. So now, you know, they feel like they can do whatever it is that they want their intention to do. This type thing. That's crazy. That came up. That's crazy. We have people like that. But that's the energy that I get from this person. It's kind of like these and usually the people who do stuff like this are very, very hypocritical. Yeah, I agree with KC. I agree. Ask for what you want. Also, I don't know. This may or may not help, but it helps me like when I'm manifesting to say what I'm grateful for. Like I'm thankful that I have enough money to pay my bills. I'm thankful that I have a job. I'm thankful for, yeah. I'll join, KC. I will definitely join. Because it's almost like in manifesting, you have to be grateful for, yeah, no name. You have to be grateful for what you do have. For more blessings to come in, you have to like be, yeah, grateful for what you do have. But manifesting is all about intention. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Em. Let's see, what's the possible outcome if Kim does meditation for the next 6 months? Oh, you know if you're trying to attract, like manifest a partner, start with self, no name. The type of qualities that you're seeking in your partner, seek those within yourself first. Like, I'm just going to say honesty, for example. I'm using that as an example because I know you're honest. But start with like seeing those things like financially stable. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Being able to start like new projects and do new things, I feel like with a clean slate. If you start practicing meditation techniques now, you're going to be able to reach your 9 of Cups. You're also going to be able to complete a healing process internally, like connect to source. I love this star card in this deck, this Light Seers Tarot, because yeah, like I'm glad, no name, I'm glad. But you're also going to be able to do a lot of healing through the meditation, because it's like you're going to be able to really bring some things to the surface that you needed to heal. And you already know deep down inside what you need to work on. So that's a great thing. Spirit says you're also going to need to grieve. A part of the healing process is grieving, letting go, releasing connections, people, places, situations that no longer serve you, people that have hurt you, forgiving them, not for them, but for you, so that you can move forward and release it back into the universe. The grief that they projected onto you, the pain, the sorrow, the abandonment, all those, it wasn't your energy. So they projected that onto you. So during the healing process, you release all of that. And you say, you know what? Like through, like with manifesting, the positive affirmations, like Casey said, saying what you do want. I am blessed. I am successful. I have what I need. I am great enough. Like, you know what I mean? I am loved. I am supported. I do have great family, great friends. I have all of the support that I need, right? Exactly, Casey. Right. Saying out loud, I forgive myself for allowing A, B, and C to happen. I give myself permission to start over after I've been through this situation, right? Yeah, Kim, it's definitely a reality check. Definitely a reality check. Right? And I think that's why a lot of people who like are religious and stuff, right? They pray a lot, because prayer is a form of meditation. I mean, when you think about it, when you pray, you ask for certain things, just like people sitting at the table, right? And they ask for the food to be blessed. You're literally manifesting that food to be of nourishment to your body. So you're manifesting it. Manifesting is a powerful thing. Meditation is a powerful thing. The thing is, though, no name, none of us are like fully healed. None of us are fully healed. The thing is, you need to be healed enough to be able to function on a healthy level. You know, Casey, I never thought about that. That is very true. Now that you say that, because you are sitting still and you're listening. Which is why when people say that they stopped meditating because it opened up something, I'm like, what did it open up? You're sitting there quietly. Sometimes people make no sense. Sometimes I think people just post videos for views. Like, well, meditation is not good for you. How? You're sitting still quietly. Y'all don't get me started today. But yeah, like, it's powerful. Shadow work. Yeah, it's shadow work is hard. It's hard. But it's so worth it. Like, once you do the shadow work and you let go and you cry what you need to cry, you will cry during shadow work. If you don't cry during shadow work, you need to do it again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You will cry during shadow work, but it's worth it. Like once you go through it all, it's worth it. Yeah. Yep. Ugly girl cry, Casey. Yeah. It's worth it because you feel so much relief. Like you really feel like this huge load is lifted off of you during that process because you were able to let it out, which is why we encourage therapy. We do. Therapy is great because it helps you to get through those things. You want to be well enough, you want to be healthy enough to be able to function in a relationship, in a connection, because you know everybody wants to be in a relationship. In a connection with anyone, any relationship, in a healthy way. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, Kim, we've been there. I can relate. I can totally relate. But sometimes you don't. Especially because you know they a lot of psychiatrists and therapists refer to the shadow as your inner child. And if you, as a child, if you were taught that crying is wrong, stop crying, don't show your, you know, showing any sign of emotional, like crying or anything like that is like, oh, that's bad. You don't do that. So you turn it off as a child. So as an adult, people see you as defensive or aggressive, but it's not that. Is that you haven't been allowed to release the emotions that you felt for such a long time. And so when it comes out, it's like it's pouring out. It's like, hey, I've been here. I've been sitting here. It's been sitting here all this time, and now it's like Casey said, a volcano is like it's just gonna come rushing out because it's just been right there at the surface, waiting to break free. All those emotions. Yeah. Which is why shadow work is great. Also, a lot of people don't realize this, but the shadow is also positive. Let me explain this. When you open up and you start doing shadow work, for example, right? Let's say if you had abandonment issues, you're looking for stability, right? Because everyone in your life has failed to be that source of stability for you. So you're afraid of losing. You're constantly afraid of losing. That's the shadow aspect. But the shadow helps you see what it is that you need. You need grounding. You need stability. So then you have to say, okay, well, how do I do that? How do I get grounded? What do I need to do? Right? If the shadow shows you the positive side, like, okay, so I need to become grounded because I'm afraid of abandonment, right? Yeah. Exactly, Casey. It's like, for example, your shadow side may have trust issues. Well, why do you have trust issues? Because someone as a child that you trusted betrayed your trust. They violated your trust. So, or in a relationship, it's not always your childhood because sometimes we experience traumas as adults that we have to heal from, and that also requires inner work. So, let's say you were in a toxic relationship and you have trust issues. So the shadow self allows you to see, okay, well, I need to learn to pay attention before I give my trust to someone. They need to earn that trust, right? That's a perfect analogy, Casey. That's a perfect analogy. And so that's why you have, like, for example, the Gemini, the Lover's card. You have the dualities, right? You have the light and you have the shadow. Just like in the Chariot, you have those two sphinxes, the light and the shadow, because the light and the shadow work together. Without the shadow, the light wouldn't need to be there. The shadow says, oh, I need the light. So you have to learn to balance the two, really, because we're going to have both of them our whole lives. You have to learn to balance the two. Right? Gemini is a perfect example of it. You have the polarities. Right. It's almost like the same thing as we make mistakes in order to grow. Does that make sense? If you never make a mistake, like if I made chocolate cake and I forgot to put the eggs in there, right? And the cake didn't have that moistness that cakes usually have. Well, if I didn't make that mistake of not putting the eggs in there, I wouldn't have learned, okay, well, I need to put eggs when I make cake because, it gives it this consistency. Casey. It gives it this consistency. So, we learn. We learn from the mistake, right? So the negative was I didn't put the eggs in there. But the positive was I learned the next time what I need to put in the cake, right? So, just finding that balance is what it really boils down to. Yeah. But in the next 6 months, it's going to be phenomenal. If you're practicing meditation and you're healing and you're working on self, I will always be an advocate for working on self. Right? There's a positive, Casey. There's always a positive to a negative. There's always a positive. In math when they're talking about integers, when I was in math, when I was in school, I could not stand integers. I did not like it. I did not like it. But my teacher was like, she's like, Jackie is really not that difficult. And I'm like, Miss Judy, yes it is. Eventually, I understood it. I understood how the positive and the negative works. Yeah. Exactly. So, you know. We have to have the two because they work together. They work together. So, yeah. I hope this I'll have to pick a story in order to do makeup and murder. Yeah. She was my GED teacher actually. I adore her. She's a Sagittarius. Can I see auras? I don't see auras. It's like I feel them. People's auras. I usually don't see them. I can feel it. I can just feel it. Like there's certain people, like I can't be in the same room with them. Something they give off. I can't. Like I'll move. If I'm in the same, like I'll move. I won't, like I'll move a chair, I'll move to another spot. But then there's other people, I feel like I've known them my whole life. But I think that's what it is. I think the souls connect. The souls, when they meet each other, they connect. Some people are like that. Oh, you see it, Casey. Oh, wow. That's amazing. I feel it. Like I'm more, like I can pick up the energy. Like I can feel it. Like some people like they can talk to me for a few minutes and then and then I can pick up their energy. I can pick it up. Amazing. But yeah, if we're done with readings, you guys, I'm gonna hop off of here because I do need to get some rest. But make sure if you're new to the channel that you like and subscribe, right? Because we'll be back. I might do Make and Murder tomorrow night just for fun. See if I can do it. Good night, loves. Thank you guys so much for joining the live stream. Also, if you haven't watched your signs, they've been posted. Aquarius and Pisces, I had trouble uploading y'all, so I will upload it tomorrow for sure. Because I had to do that. But tomorrow night, if you're up, right, I'll probably do Makeup and Murder. I'll have to pick a story and talk about it. But if y'all want to join me here, great. All right, you guys. Good night.